Hello and welcome into the broadcast, everybody. I am Samuel Reese coming to you live across YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. What a series it's been, and a pivotal Game 5 is here. It's the New York Islanders at the Boston Bruins from an electric TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. I'll get right to the starting goaltenders. First, for the visiting Islanders, it is Semyon Varlamov, who started every game in the series since Game 2. And for the Boston Bruins, it is Tuukka Rask, who has started every game of this postseason between the pipes for Boston. We're ready to drop the puck, folks. The series tied at 2 apiece. A huge Game 5 in this best-of-7 second-round series. We're ready to drop the puck. A 6:40 start time from TD Garden. A full-capacity crowd in Boston, and here we go. Curtis Lazar against Casey Cizikas. Cizikas wins the opening draw. We're underway in Game 5 of the second-round series in the East Division. All the way around it comes, out to the neutral zone. I'll quickly get to the lines for tonight's matchup. Marchand, Bergeron, and Pasternak on the first line for Boston. Hall, Krejci, and Smith making up the second line. Ritchie, Coyle, and Kuhlman on the third line, and then it's Corrali, Lazar, and Wagner on line 4. For Boston's defense, Grzelcyk and McAvoy, the first line pairing. Riley, Lauzon on the second line, and then the third line pairing, Tenorti and Clifton. I will get to the Islanders lineup in a moment, and right from the opening faceoff, a hit delivered by Wagner. Tenorti also took a bump from Clutterbuck. Of course, Game 4 was a very physical affair, a couple of fights in the opening period, and I'm sure we'll see more of the same tonight. 32 seconds in, first stoppage as the Bruins had the first shot of the game, smothered by Varlamov. Bruins win the offensive zone faceoff, and now I'll get to the Islanders lineup tonight. Komarov, Barzal, and Eberle on the first line. Wraparound shot here, Coyle's denied. Beauvillier, Nelson, and Bailey on the second line for New York. It's Palmieri, Pajot, and Zajac on the third line. And then on the fourth line, it's Martin, Cizikas, and Clutterbuck. For the Islanders' defense, Leddy and Mayfield are the first line pairing. Pelech and Pulock on the second line. And last but not least, on the third line, it is Green and Dobson. Well, some early looks for the Bruins. Wraparound shot by Coyle, shut down by Varlamov, short side, who was able to cover up the puck as a scrum ensued right in front of the goal crease, as there was a battle for a possible rebound. Here comes the ensuing face-off to the left of Varlamov. Bergeron is tossed out. In to replace him is Marchand. Marchand loses the draw to Brock Nelson. The Islanders will move it ahead through center. This is flipped ahead on the backhand by Beauvillier. And now McAvoy pins Dobson in the near corner as the puck will eventually be pried free by the Islanders. Nice cross-ice pass. And now sent ahead by defenseman Ryan Pulock. That's intercepted. Pasternak finding Bergeron at the line. Ahead to Pasternak, who shoots. Save made. Puck popped into the air, bouncing in the slot. Claimed by Beauvillier, taken away by Marchand. He goes to the high slot to McAvoy. Quick shot, they score! The Boston Bruins strike early. David Pasternak. What a start for Boston. And TD Garden is rocking. A minute 25 is all it took. David Pasternak, after a horrible miss on an empty net in Game 4, he makes no mistake here early on in Game 5. A quick snipe from the edge of the left circle. Marchand forcing Beauvillier into a turnover, finding McAvoy in the high slot, who teed up Pasternak, and an absolute beauty of a goal. David Pasternak puts the Bruins in the lead. What a start for the home team, and that's one way to get TD Garden loud early on here in Game 5. Thank you, David and Ben, for joining the broadcast. Yeah, what a time to tune in indeed, Ben. What a start for Boston. The Pasternak goal assisted by McAvoy and Marchand. Already 1-0 to the home team. Did I watch the fight last night, David? No, I did not. I heard it was a draw between Mayweather and Paul. Here's a wrister. That goes wide. Puck is loose in front. That shot's blocked. And now behind the Islanders' goal, it's Craig Smith. He cycles it to the left point. Now skating the wall, and eventually dispossessed was Krejci. It's one back, however, by Craig Smith. Smith down low. Krejci shielding the puck from Barzal. Now it's over to Taylor Hall in the near corner. Hall up to the point, and that wrister is blocked in traffic on the effort by Jeremy Lauzon. A collision in the slot as the Islanders gain possession. And a change will be made by New York. Stretch pass here. Barzal pushed off balance by Curtis Lazar. Islanders keep it, though, across the line from Green. Shot is blocked. Now it's Clutterbuck. Up to Dobson. Dobson goes for goal and a save made by Tuukka Rask. Now it's brought the other way by Wagner. Wagner's backhand pass intercepted. The Islanders back in possession. This is Cizikas. Floats one out to center. One back by Clifton, who dumps it in deep. Boston will make a change. Varlamov leaves it for the incoming Nick Leddy. Bruins keep it in. Redirected shot from the point went wide. And now the Islanders looking to clear the puck into the neutral zone, but Boston win it back. Thank you, Carlos, for joining the broadcast. Yeah, an exciting start to this game, no doubt, Carlos. An early goal for the Bruins has set the tone. Now Varlamov under a bit of pressure here. It's turned over to Marchand. Marchand holds. Now into the high slot. McAvoy fires, and the redirection just wide left of the goal. Now a battle for the puck along the end boards. It comes out to Brad Marchand. McAvoy, the one-timer. Rebound loose. Marchand scores! No, it missed. How did that miss? I thought it went in. Wow. I apologize, folks. I was a little bit too excited there. I thought for sure Marchand put it away. Oh, my goodness. I'll need to see a replay there. Here come the Bruins again. That shot's blocked and now stolen by Brock Nelson. Nelson forced into a turnover. This is Mike Riley. Riley down low. This is Pasternak wrapping around. Feeds it back to McAvoy. McAvoy's shot. Redirection is wide. Now it's behind the goal. Fed out in front. That gets out to McAvoy. Edge of the right circle. McAvoy feeds it cross ice. Bouncing puck. And it'll be cleared momentarily by Nick Leddy. Now a battle for the puck. Islanders come away with possession. This is moved to the near side with Adam Pelech. Pelech off the end wall, and covering up is Tuukka Rask with 15-17 left in the first period. All right, I hope they show that Marchand chance again because I thought Marchand was half certain he scored himself. Let's look back. Is this this is the chance. So Marchand, he misfired, and then I thought, he put it literally parallel to the goal line, across the goal line. That's why I thought he scored. I mean, wow. The puck went right across the goal line and wide. Unbelievable. The scoring chances 4-0 Boston. The Bruins all over the Islanders to start and really should have a second goal. I still can't believe that didn't go in from Brad Marchand. The Islanders dump it in. 5 minutes played in Game 5. Leo Komarov chasing this puck down. Bruins win it back. This is brought ahead by Krejci. Indirect pass taken away from Smith, but now dumped in by Boston. Mayfield's back there for New York. Barzal dumps one in. Bouncing puck handled by Tuukka Rask behind the Boston goal. Now it's brought ahead by Carson Kuhlman. Kuhlman into the offensive zone. Shot is blocked. In the way of that effort was Cal Clutterbuck. Clutterbuck, stop and start move. And now the Islanders will dump it in. Dribbling puck. Rask is there to the left of his goal. Big hit delivered as the Islanders take it away. Here's a wrister. That is blocked in the slot. Boston under a bit of pressure now. Here is Casey Cizikas in the near corner. Mike Riley is pressured, and now it's turned over. This is Andy Green. Cross ice. Here's a shot. And Rask got a piece of it, it looks like, as Boston at last managed to clear. This goes all the way down. No icing on the play. And back to retrieve the puck for New York is Noah Dobson. Dobson for Nicoletti. Through center. That pass intended for Clutterbuck, but taken away by Clifton. Now Sean Corrali finding Curtis Lazar. Lazar trapped in the far corner. And now the Islanders will move it rink wide. But no support as Connor Clifton won it back. Dumps it in. Mayfield retrieves. Bailey is pressured. In steps Wagner. Boston pressuring New York in their own zone. A nice move to get the puck out to center ice by New York's second line right wing in Josh Bailey. Now the Bruins will start it up once more. McAvoy leading the attack. This is passed into the slot. Grzelcyk feeds it down low. Pasternak will get there in the left wing corner. Pasternak up the wall for Bergeron. Back to Pasternak. Now up to the point. Sent across the line to McAvoy. He taps it to the slot. Back to McAvoy. His shot saved. Oh, what a chance. McAvoy combining with Marchand. And now the Islanders give it away. It's Pasternak with the puck. His pass, though, unable to find a teammate. What an exciting start. That's a bad turnover. And the Islanders with a chance. Nelson missed the net on the shot. Now it's Krejci starting up the other way. A fast-paced start to this one as Krejci dumps it in. Back to the puck is Andy Green. Green gets bumped from behind, stays upright. Bruins take it away. Smith a shot, partially blocked. And now going crashing into the boards was Taylor Hall. Hall shielding the puck from Leo Komarov. And now Komarov moves it ahead for Barzal. One-time diagonal feed. Unable to find a teammate was Barzal. 8 minutes gone in a thrilling Game 5 so far. Boston up 1-0, courtesy of an early goal from David Pasternak. Now it's Barzal, indirect pass, finding Dobson. Dobson met by Coyle in the corner. Now it's picked up by Hall. Hall to the slot, fed down low, and the quick one-timer is wide, and this puck will escape the Islanders' zone. Back out to center with Clifton. Bruins tag up. Clifton skating to the right circle. Rister saved. Rebound. Coyle is denied. What a opportunity once more. Multiple chances for the Bruins, but it stays 1-0 as that puck deflects out of play. The Boston Bruins are feeding off the crowd at TD Garden. It's a fantastic start for Boston. A goal less than 90 seconds in from David Pasternak has the home team in front in a pivotal Game 5 with the series tied at 2. Game 5 continues right after this. Welcome back in, everybody. 11:24 left in the opening period of play. And it's the Boston Bruins with a 1-0 lead. Oh, is that right, Ben? Miguel Oliveira from Portugal won the Spanish Moto Grand Prix. I was not aware of that, Ben. My brother is into that kind of stuff. He's a very smooth rider. And yep. And my boys beat Mexico. Absolutely, Ben. That was one of the best games I've ever called last night between U.S. and Mexico. That was an instant classic. I still can't believe that game. It was insane. It had it all. It really did. As we resume play with the Bruins winning the offensive zone faceoff, Clifton sets up Coyle, the one-timer wide. And now the Islanders will move it out to center. And that puck will be lifted into the Islanders bench for another stoppage in the action. Yeah, best game, no doubt about it, Carlos. I mean, everything about that game was insane. It was just absolutely crazy. Yeah. Wow. I'm at a loss for words. That game was just insane. I'm coming to the realization that it wasn't a dream. That was real last night. That was awesome last night. The Islanders win the faceoff and a shot from the neutral zone, handled by Rask. It was an effort from a long ways out by Adam Pelech. Now a battle for the puck on the near side. A four-man scrum. Who will come away with it? Finally, it's flipped ahead by Cizikas. Rask is there, leaving it for Tenorti. Now an indirect pass up the wall, but that deflects up and over into the bench area once more as both teams have to be separated. The referees taking control of the situation as Cizikas he delivered that hit to Ritchie, and you're not going to get away with that in front of the Boston bench. About midway through the opening period of play. And both teams know how pivotal this game truly is. You fell asleep, Ben, but you looked for the result this morning and smiled when you saw the final score. Yeah, I don't blame you for falling asleep, Ben. I mean, you're in England, so you're 5 hours ahead. I mean, that game ended late my time. That game ended at like 12:30 a.m. my time, as this is a bouncing puck into the slot, won by Krejci. Krejci out to the neutral zone. The Islanders now have it. This is Leddy. Leddy all the way down behind the Boston goal. Tuukka Rask will clear. This one all the way back to the New York end. Retrieved by Josh Bailey. And that will go all the way down for icing as Brock Nelson cannot handle the pass. So the face-off coming back in the Islanders zone. Bruins up by a goal. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Chauncey Billups for Celtics head coach, possibly, Ben. Yeah, to my understanding, he certainly could be a front runner for the vacant head coaching job for the Celtics. Yeah, here's Marchand, spin move, shot is blocked. Now Pasternak down to the right wing corner. It's now claimed behind the Islanders' goal by Scott Mayfield. And this will be sent all the way down for yet another Islanders icing. Charlie McAvoy got back to the puck in the faceoff once again, coming back in the New York zone. Well, Brad Marchand so far in this game doing the dirty work. Some real good work around the boards to win possession. And really all series long, that's the type of player Marchand is. He's not afraid to get involved in some altercations. Certainly doesn't shy away from that kind of stuff. But he's also a great player, has scored some big goals, and not just this series, but the entire playoffs, and had a golden opportunity earlier to score. Somehow didn't convert. That's turned over to Pasternak. Pasternak to Bergeron. Bergeron will swing it around to the left point. Sent ahead, left by Pasternak. Marchand on the backhand. Goes up high. This one across the line to McAvoy. McAvoy looking diagonal, but it's picked off in the slot, and now the stretch pass is chased down by Beauvillier. Beauvillier into the corner, looking for support, but the Bruins will clear. Now this is a foot race. Corrali applying the pressure, but getting there first was Ryan Pulock. Now here's Adam Pelech with time. He'll skate into some open ice. Pelech with a drive. A right pad save made by Tuukka Rask. Here's Curtis Lazar. Lazar accelerating up ice. A lot of open ice to attack. Now gains the line. Shot is just wide. Lazar looking for the rebound. And now it's Dobson in the far corner with the puck for the Islanders. And on top of Dobson was Wagner. Dobson regains his footing, can't clear the zone. That shot from Boston is blocked. As New York look to get out of their defensive zone, I should say. 8:20 to play in the opening period. Pelech will chip it in deep. Raska's there. Indirect pass. Tapped cross ice by Carson Kuhlman. Now the Islanders will take it the other way. Here's J.G. Pageau. Pageau in deep for Riley. Now the Bruins will start it up. Here's Coyle. Coyle, cross ice. Ritchie finds Lauzon. Lauzon, backhand shot, and a glove save made by Varlamov. Can you be penalized for continual icing? No, Ben. Actually, that's a good question. No. So what happens is if you ice the puck, you're not really benefiting that much anyways, because if you ice the puck, the faceoff comes back in your own zone. And another key is, I guess you can kind of look at it as this is the penalty. You can't make a line change. So you can't just ice the puck if the players are on a long shift, just so they can have an opportunity to make a change. If you ice the puck, you have to keep all your players on the ice for the ensuing faceoff. So you're not penalized for continual icing, but the downside to it is that it doesn't benefit you that much because the faceoff comes back in your own zone and you're not allowed to make a line change. But that's a good question. I'll be back after this quick break. 1-0 Bruins with under 8 minutes left in the opening period. Welcome back in, everybody. Carlos asking, what was my reaction when Zlatan went to LA? I was excited, as you know, an MLS fan. I was excited when he came to the Galaxy, and he definitely helped the league. He was a blast to have playing in MLS. I mean, he was Mr. Showman in Hollywood. Yeah, Zlatan in MLS. That was a fun couple of seasons. It really was. I was sad to see him leave MLS and go back to Europe to play with AC Milan, but can't really blame him. He kind of revived his career, didn't he, with the Galaxy? Had some spectacular goals. Always delivered in the LA Derby against LAFC. Yeah, it was a lot of fun when Zlatan was in MLS. MLS is still fun, but without Zlatan, a little less fun. Here's Mayfield off the Islanders' face-off win, sending it out to center ice. Here's Krejci. This puck chipped into the slot. Hall was searching for the puck, but the Islanders clear it, and now the Bruins wind one in. They'll make a change as Mayfield controls the puck behind the Islanders' goal. This is now ahead for Nick Leddy. Leddy down the left wing. He'll hit the brakes. Leddy takes a fall. And now a battle for the puck in the left corner. It'll be won by Boston. Krejci moves it out wide for Hall. Hall with the outstretched stick couldn't hold on. And now Cizikas will send it in deep for the Islanders. Matt Martin couldn't get there. And now Boston will start it up. It's out to center ice. Craig Smith sends it ahead, and now it's back with Ryan Pulock. At the line, Beauvillier goes to the opposite corner, and Pageau had the backhand chance, shut down by Tuukka Rask. And on his knees, Pelech saved that puck, but it's won back by the Bruins. They have numbers going forward down the left wing, sent across, and it's just wide by Bergeron. What a chance again for Boston. That pass behind Beauvillier and now picked up by Brad Marchand. Marchand finding Pastrnak. He'll wind one around the boards. Now here's Bergeron on the left wing. Out to the point. Zajac wins it, and it's now sent out to center ice. 6 minutes left in the opening period. Here's Pastrnak into the slot. Mayfield goes down as he was met by Bergeron. A little slow to get up with Scott Mayfield. Appears to be all right. Back in the Boston zone, it's Jared Tenorti. Tenorti sends it down ice. No icing on the play. Now here's that Boston forecheck. They win it. It's Ritchie circling around in the corner. Up top, Kuhlman a shot. That's just wide. Now on the rebound, the Bruins win it back. Smith will swing it across. Clifton a drive off the end boards and covered up by Semyon Varlamov. A little scrum in front. Both teams getting into it. Nick Ritchie involved, as well as Tenorti for Boston. Palmieri, Green, and Dobson all in the middle of it for New York. Palmieri losing his helmet. The situation is settled, and we'll take a break. 5:20 to go in the first period. 1-0, Bruins on top. Welcome back, everybody. What is good, Sal? Thanks so much for tuning in. Yes, no, I absolutely remember you, Sal. Sorry, I missed your comment as I went to commercial break. Just had to step aside for a moment during the commercial break. But yeah, I appreciate you tuning in, Sal. No, I've been tuning into to some of your broadcasts when I've been able to, man. So you keep up the good work. Anyone tuning in right now, I definitely recommend you check out Sal at Behind the Arc Basketball. He does some great streams, hence the name of his channel. He does mainly basketball, but I have seen you do some special streams now and again, Sal. You did Yankees Red Sox last night, right? That was a great game, wasn't it? Red Sox winning in extra innings. So yeah, keep up the great work, Sal, and I appreciate you tuning in, man. And go Bruins, as the Boston Bruins have a 1-0 lead. This puck is sent to the near corner. Bruins will claim possession, but Cizikas knocks Krejci off the puck and takes it the other way. Oh, what a hit delivered on Matt Martin as Lauzon dropped the shoulder. Yeah, no, it's I'm glad to see you as well, Sal. You know, I've been checking in on your broadcast when I've been able to. You keep up the great work, man. And you'll be doing Bucks Nets tonight, right? I'll try to stop by if I can. Yeah, terrific game so far, no doubt about it, as the Islanders clear the puck. Tenorti back to retrieve. Here's Jared Tenorti. The lead pass on the backhand. It's now stolen by Andy Green. through center. Rask will send it off the half wall. One back by Barzal, centering pass. Eberle couldn't quite control the puck, and now it's brought the other way by Chris Wagner. Wagner up the wall, and now it'll be sent around by Dobson. That pass cut off. Corrali closing in. The shot fired wide. Now it's Noah Dobson. Dobson sends it through center, and this will go down for no icing. Oh, that's awesome, Ben. That's awesome. Yeah, we could do a Boston sports show. In all honesty, yeah, I was part of a sports show with two other kids as this shot is saved. But unfortunately, we did the show for like a year until February. But unfortunately, we were just too busy with other things going on that we had to stop. Unfortunately, but. Yeah, I definitely will be looking to do Boston sports shows in the future. Yep, Sal is great on his channel, and I apologize for my dog barking in the background. I try to make my broadcasts as professional as possible, but commentating from the basement is not always perfect, is it? Here down the right wing is Carson Kuhlman. Kuhlman around the goal, wraps around, and Coyle couldn't fire one in on goal. Now Coyle feeds it down low to the corner. The Islanders try to clear, but that's gloved at the line by Coyle. Coyle, what a move. He hits the brakes, feeds it into the slot. Puck is loose. And now the Islanders manage to get it out to the line, but not able to clear the zone. Now here's a shot from the left circle and a glove save by Semyon Varlamov. Carson Kuhlman had the chance. Kuhlman, who is playing tonight in place of Jake DeBrusk. How about that hit by Marchand? Just lowering his body. And then Dobson under pressure sent an attempted clearance around the end boards off the side of the net, and that led to that Sean Corrali opportunity. Clutterbuck had a chance himself at the other end, blocked by the right leg of Lauzon. That one is certainly going to sting for Jeremy Lauzon, but he's still out there. Hockey players, very tough, as I'm sure you guys know. 2.5 minutes left in the period. Yep, my dog is most definitely a Bruins fan. Although she is from Tennessee, so she might like the Predators a little bit. But I think she's been living here long enough that she converted to a Bruins fan. Here is a shot, save made. And now the puck claimed in the slot by J.G. Pageau. Yep, she's definitely cheering them on from upstairs. Here is Pageau for the Islanders. 2 minutes left in the opening period. Now Brock Nelson taps it ahead, but it's won by Lauzon. Bruins give it back. Here's Josh Bailey. Enters the zone down the left wing. Bailey passing to the slot, laid back. Here's his drive. Blocked there by Sean Corrali. Delayed penalty here. And it's the first power play of the game for either team coming up. And who will it be for Boston heading to the box? It looks like Jared Tenorti is the guilty party here. And let's see where it occurred. Or was it? Yeah, was it? No, it was actually. What an awful goal. Let's see. It was actually Corrali. Okay, that's what. Looking at the replay, it definitely didn't look like Tenorti. So, yep. Sean Corrali called for slashing, and Bruce Cassidy is not pleased in the slightest, as expected. And this power play will carry over into period 2, as long as the Islanders don't score. In the final minute 43 of the first. Islanders win the faceoff. Barzal to the right point. Dobson to the right circle. Here's a shot. Save made, and Rask holds on for the stop. 1:51 left in the power play now. Just 9 seconds coming off the clock. Yeah, well, the Islanders had a lot of skaters looking for a rebound there. Rask did well to hold on. Here now comes the face-off to the left of Tuukka once more. Another win by the Islanders, but the pass had too much pace, and New York will have to reset. Dobson will circle all the way back in front of the crease of Varlamov. Now Dobson starts up the attack. Pajot has a deflected pass go over the boards for another stoppage. Minute 20 left in the period. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. There's nothing like playoff hockey. It's crazy to think about that in a normal calendar season. The Stanley Cup final would be starting right around now. Or actually, it would have already started. But, of course, due to COVID-19, the end of last season was pushed back. And as this is a shot, they score! Power play goal. And with just over a minute left in the period, it's Matt Barzal, who's been hot lately in this series, who grabs the equalizer, a questionable penalty against Boston, and the Islanders capitalize. They've been lethal on the power play this series, and no different here tonight. Another face-off win by New York. The Bruins have been struggling at the dot, and Barzal with the finish, a wrist shot from the right circle, and Rask got a piece of it, but not enough to keep it out. Glove side, as that was rooftop shelf by Barzal. And what a big goal that is for the Islanders with 70 seconds left in the period. We're all square at 1 in Game 5, and that sucks the life out of TD Garden at the moment. As Coyle's backhand pass was cut out, won back nicely by Ritchie, but it doesn't matter as offside is called by the Islanders. .55 seconds left in the period. Third goal of the playoffs from Matt Barzal. This one comes on the power play late in the first period. It's his third goal in the playoffs, but it's his third in just as many games. He didn't have a goal in the postseason until Game 3 of this series, and he's now on a 3-game goal streak ever since, including tonight. He has 5 points in his last 4 games as well. Here's Clifton. That Barzal goal, by the way, assisted by Dobson and Eberle as Kuhlman takes a shot. Save made by Varlamov. Half a minute left in the period. This is back out to center. And here's Charlie Coyle at the line. Battle for the puck. Coyle, cross ice. No one there for Boston. That comes off the body of Marchand, and now it's Kyle Palmieri with the puck. Yeah, I know. That is a big blow, Ben. As that shot through traffic, saved by Rask. He quickly lets it out of the glove. Maybe one last chance. 5 seconds left in the period. That shot saved. And now behind the goal, it'll be moved out to Palmieri. And the horn sounds. A little scuffle at the end. Some bad blood between the two teams, as we've seen all series long. And, yep, a big blow for the Boston Bruins at the tail end of the period. A power play goal from Matt Barzal has leveled the score 1 goal apiece after 20 minutes of play. Marchand, without a stick, just completely dropped the shoulder on Pajot. You'll have to be careful, Brad Marchand. He has to keep his cool as the referee has a word with him. Both teams will head to the locker room and regroup for period 2. What a Game 5 it's been so far. Everything expected in this series. Well, coming up after a quick break on the first intermission report, I'll talk about Pasternak's early goal and the Canadiens looking to sweep the Jets later on tonight. Yeah, that was a very quick first period indeed, Ben. I'll be back in a moment for the first intermission report. Welcome into the first intermission report, everybody. What's going on, Beat Saber? Welcome in to the broadcast. I know you are an Islanders fan, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I think you're the Islanders fan, right? Well, the Islanders grabbing an equalizer. Yeah, Ben expressed my thoughts exactly. It was going well until New York grabbed that game-tying goal late in the period. Just a big blow for the Bruins, who had a solid first period, and the first line of Boston certainly impressed me the most. Thank you, Register, for joining the broadcast. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, listen, Register. As a Bruins fan, I love Marchand. But I understand why the rest of the league hates him. Marchand is a guy where you love if he's on your team, and if he's not on your team, you hate him. So I completely understand that. I wouldn't like Marchand if he wasn't a Bruin, but since he's on my team, I love the guy. But if he wasn't, most certainly I can understand why you wouldn't like him just because of, how he is. It was David Pastrnak on that first line, notching his 6th goal of the postseason. And it was a great start for Boston. That goal came inside the first 90 seconds. Things were looking good for Boston early on. And overall, I thought, the Bruins came out with the right energy to start this game. They really did. But then it was Matt Barzal with his 3rd goal of the postseason on the power play late on in the first period. Now, listen, it was a questionable penalty call, but you still have to give credit to New York for capitalizing on the power play opportunity, even though the Bruins were clearly frustrated with the slashing call, which definitely was a questionable decision. Thank you, Alexander, for joining the broadcast. I will say hi to Brazil. Hi, Brazil. Thanks for tuning in from South America. I appreciate it, man. I love when people tune in from around the world. I appreciate the support, everybody. Yeah, Ben, he's definitely, you could call him an enforcer. He's just a guy where he's a great player, but he also can be a bit of a hothead at times, as we've seen over the course of his career. He can get under the opponent's skin pretty easily. He's that kind of guy, if you know what I mean. Well, it's 1-1 in this game at the first intermission. Coming up later tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, it's Game 4 between the Winnipeg Jets and Montreal Canadiens. And yes, you're hearing me right. Montreal have a chance to sweep the series tonight. Here are the thoughts of Nick Suzuki heading into a game-clinching opportunity for Montreal.
Games you got in the postseason last summer.
Yeah, personally, I feel more confident this time around. I think I can use what I learned last year and really translated that into this playoffs.
So I imagine throughout this run, you've got text messages from family, from friends all over back home. I'm wondering if there's any in particular that have stuck out to you.
Yeah, I think just when we beat the Leafs, a lot of buddies, especially being from Ontario, trying to wish me luck, but they hope we lost to the Leafs. But it was all good and good fun, and got back at them a little bit.
All right, so there are the thoughts of Montreal's goals, one of their goal scorers in the last game. And now let's hear the thoughts of Winnipeg head coach Paul Maurice with his team's backs to the wall.
It's almost everything right now in our situation. You can't lose it if you don't score first, but we certainly could use it.
So how do you go about approaching your group here before the game? Is it a passion speech, just going over some video? How do you do it before a game like this one?
The answer to that question comes from years of being together with this group. So you got a pretty good handle. These guys, they still believe and they want to believe. So you do your day, right? You handle all the video that you normally do. Try to come up with something that's passionate and maybe a little bit funny, and you get them ready to play.
All right, so there are the thoughts of head coach Paul Maurice of the Winnipeg Jets. So look at the longest stretches without trailing in a single playoff year in NHL history. While the Canadiens are in the top 5 list this year, 376 consecutive minutes without trailing. That is quite incredible. I'll be back in a moment to look ahead to period number 2, shifting the focus back to this game between the Islanders and the Bruins. Welcome back into the first intermission report. Thanks, everyone, for being a part of the broadcast tonight. Some great second-round series taking place around the league. As I mentioned earlier on the intermission report, the Canadiens and Jets facing off in Game 4 tonight. A series clinching opportunity for Montreal. Meanwhile, the Lightning and Hurricanes are in the midst of their second-round series, and it's a 3-1 series lead for Tampa Bay. Game 5 of that series tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern Time. Game 5 of the other second-round series between Vegas and Colorado is tomorrow at 9. Vegas and Colorado in a deadlock at 2-2 in that series. Who is the biggest ice hockey team? I wouldn't say there's a biggest team, Ben. I mean, yeah, there's a few of the original 6 teams in big markets that are pretty popular. Yep, the Maple Leafs, New York Rangers, Boston Bruins, Chicago Blackhawks, Montreal Canadiens. Those are like the big name teams that have been around since the good old days when the league first started, that are in big markets with passionate fan bases. But there's not like one biggest team, I'd say, when it comes to the NHL. But yeah, that's a good question for sure, Ben. All right, after the break, it's back out to TD Garden. Second period action is on the way. Don't go anywhere. 1-1 in a pivotal Game 5 in Boston. Welcome back in, everybody. An encouraging sign for Islanders fans. Their captain, Anders Lee, skated this morning. He's, of course, out for the season with a torn ACL, but good to see him on skates, making progress on his road to recovery, as he'll look to be ready to go for the start of next season, as long as everything goes well. Well, Marchand had a golden opportunity to double the lead for Boston. In the end, it was the Islanders with the equalizer late on in the first period. What should be an exciting second period is next. Don't go anywhere. It's back out to TD Garden next. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. We're ready to begin period 2 from TD Garden. It's been a very hot afternoon in Boston. The temperature in the mid-90s, but inside TD Garden, it is a great matchup in the second round series. These two teams have gone back and forth from the start of the series, and Matt Barzal, a key piece of this Islanders team, and he's been hot as of late, scoring tonight, and that making it his third goal in as many games. The Islanders certainly being helped out significantly on the offensive side by Matt Barzal's increased production. And in these playoffs, his first 8 games, no goals, 4 assists, a -3 rating, but in his last 3 games, 3 goals, 2 assists, and a +2 rating. So a complete turnaround for Matt Barzal in a positive way. As we are underway in the second period, the Bruins win the faceoff at center ice. And what's a 1-1 game, obviously whoever takes game 5 tonight will be in a great position to close out the series and move on to the Stanley Cup semifinals. Here's Jared Tenorti, lead pass ahead. Maybe the Bruins can have an opportunity on the break. Corrali fires a shot in on goal from the slot. Glove save held on to by Semyon Varlamov. Curtis Lazar dropping the shoulder on Adam Pelech. And actually, despite Lazar being the one who delivered the hit, he was actually worse for the tear as he went limping off to the bench and ended up heading to the Boston locker room. It looks like Pelech himself is a bit shaken up after that collision, but not as badly as Lazar, who went down to the tunnel. We'll keep you posted on that. Bruins win the faceoff. Pasternak couldn't get a shot off as the pass is picked off. Now here's Matt Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk to Pasternak. He couldn't find McAvoy. And now Rask coming way out. Bad giveaway. Chance in front. And Grzelcyk got a stick in there. Wow. What a horrible giveaway by Tuukka Rask. But he's bailed out by Grzelcyk. Now a shot from the point fired wide. The Islanders still with it. This will be sent around to Barzal in the near corner. Up high to Mayfield. Mayfield's shot is wide. And now it's Grzelcyk on the far side. Bruins will send it in deep. Boston make a change. The Islanders turn it over. This is Taylor Hall. Hall into the middle. Grzelcyk couldn't get a clean shot away. Now it's sent to the left circle. Pasternak with a shot. That is blocked. Over to the right wing. Picked up by Riley. Trying to tee up Pasternak. The pass was deflected. Bruins keep it in the offensive zone. This is David Krejci. Bouncing puck to the corner. Now it's Hall. Whiffed on the shot. And now Pajot will clear on the backhand. This goes all the way down to the right of Rask. Icing is the call. Yeah, a little bit, Ben. The crowd is starting to make a little bit more noise. It's still much quieter than it was, early on in the first period. But obviously a goal, a big hit, something like that would certainly get the crowd at TD Garden very rowdy once again. See if the Bruins can grab some sort of spark like that to get the fans back into it. Not that they aren't, but they certainly can be louder as that's turned over. Brought the other way by Beauvillier. Beauvillier off the end boards. And now Rask will pass it out wide. This is Taylor Hall. Hall for Krejci. Miscommunication there. But it's won back by Hall. Hall gains the line. He's in down the left wing. Hall circles around. Up high to Riley. Riley back to Hall at the point. Hall will skate along the boards. Shot is saved. And poking it away from danger was Varlamov. Now the Islanders will move it out. Diagonal pass. Picked up by Nelson. Nelson closes in. Can't get a shot away. Riley wins it back, and he will clear. That's sent all the way down to the stick of Ryan Pulock. Both teams make changes. Here's Matt Grzelcyk for Boston. Grzelcyk hits the brakes. This is one now by Ritchie. Richie couldn't find a teammate. Now it's Noah Dobson at the point. He winds one around to the left corner. Sent up high. One-timer is wide. Eberle taking it in. Backhand shot saved. Might have gone off of Komarov as well, who lost his stick. And now a whistle comes. Let's see what the call is. I think we might have a penalty. Yes, we do. Matt Grzelcyk to the penalty box. Let's see what he did. Oh, yeah, it's the cross-check from behind by Grzelcyk. And the Islanders with another power play opportunity. Of course, they scored a goal on their first power play of the night. Yeah, no doubt, Ben. The crowd definitely realizes the significance of this pivotal game with the series tied at 2, no doubt. Islanders win the draw in the high slot. Barzal feeds it back to Dobson. Back over to Barzal. Barzal's shot is blocked. Now the Bruins will look to clear the zone. They do just that. This goes all the way down behind the Islanders' goal. Varlamov will leave it for Noah Dobson. Now here's Anthony Beauvillier. Beauvillier finding Zajac. And now back to the point with Dobson. Bruins win it. Stretch pass, too far ahead of Wagner. 45 seconds gone on the Islanders' power play. Barzal skating up the middle. Eventually losing possession. And once again, Boston able to send it away. And now Coyle chasing that puck down, getting the slightest but most important of touches was Ryan Pulock to prevent a shorthanded breakaway for Charlie Coyle. And now McAvoy will wind up and send it all the way back down to the Islanders' end. So far, so good from the Bruins on the penalty kill. Here's Nick Leddy now. Leddy behind the goal. And Leddy will take it through the neutral zone. That pass turned over momentarily by Bailey. One back by the Islanders. This is Bailey. Pass into the slot. Nelson over to Pulock. Edge of the left circle. Pulock skates away from Corrali. And now it's back with him. Up to the left point. Sent across ice by the Islanders. Sent to the back door and they score. Another power play goal for New York. 15-11 left in the second period. And it's Kyle Palmieri with a goal that puts New York in front for the first time tonight. Well, it was Nick Leddy with the puck at the point, just delayed a bit, sent it across to the right wing, and then this deflected off the back skate of Clifton as Bailey tried to feed it to the back door. It got all the way through to Kyle Palmieri, and he was able to finish Islanders in the lead. Palmieri's sixth goal of the playoffs, and both of their goals have come on the power play. The Bruins will need to stay out of the box because the Islanders are as hot as ever on the man advantage. Well, now let's see how Boston responds. Once again, the life just completely sucked out of the crowd at TD Garden. It's eerily quiet, even though it's a full capacity crowd in Boston. 5 minutes gone in the second period. The Bruins trail for the first time tonight. Clutterbuck ahead for Casey Cizikas. Cizikas to the point. Andy Green back to Cizikas. Pass to the slot. Clutterbuck the shot. And Rask made the save through traffic. Islanders keep it in the offensive zone, however. Diagonal pass out of the corner. It's collected by Matt Martin. Martin to the point where it gets the return pass from Andy Green. Now it's passed into the slot. Here's a drive. That goes wide. And now Riley collects the puck for Boston. One back by New York. who have all the momentum at the moment on their side. Here's Casey Cizikas. Cizikas turns it over. Now it's Taylor Hall. Hall through the slot. Over to the right wing. Here's a shot. Save made. And now on the rebound, it's out in front. Shot just wide. Now along the goal line. Krejci all the way up to the high slot. That shot misses the net from, it looked like, Chris Wagner. And now it's taken to the outside. Nick Ritchie. Ritchie to the right point. That Palmieri goal, by the way, for the Islanders, assisted by Leddy and Dobson. Here is Tenorti at the left point. Slap shot. Clifton missed the target. Now it's Tenorti down low behind the Islanders' goal. Off the stick of Pelech. And now New York looking to clear. The Bruins, though, trying to win the puck back. A scrum on the near side. Now Pageau diving for the puck. Taps it ahead to Zajac. Here come the Islanders. Zajac in front. It could not be corralled. But now turned over. Shot by Palmieri and a save made by Rask. What a sequence that was. The Islanders nearly doubling the lead. But Rask makes a crucial stop. New York have taken the lead, however. 2-1 the score. Kyle Palmieri has put the visitors in front. The Bruins need a response just under 13 minutes to play in the middle period. Welcome back. 2-1 Islanders lead with 12:56 left in the second period of play, I should say. And New York once again with a power play goal early this period. And the Boston Bruins will have to respond in front of their home fans. It was a great start for Boston, but ever since the equalizer from New York, things have gone downhill. Can Boston manage to turn that around here about midway through regulation in this one? Boston do win the defensive zone faceoff. Marchand leading the charge. Here's a shot. Pasternak was denied. Blocker saved by Varlamov. Now it started up the other way. Going cross ice is now Bailey, one back by the Bruins. What a move. Marchand shoots, he scores! Brad Marchand! What a goal! 2-2 as the Bruins tie the game. Absolutely beautiful. A filthy goal from Brad Marchand, skating it all the way in himself, taking it around the pad of Varlamov and slipping it home. It's all level at TD Garden once again. Pasternak with the entry pass. Marchand just weaving around the Islanders' defense, and then lastly around Varlamov. Just a sweet move, a sweet goal. Brad Marchand ties the game, and TD Garden is back alive once again. Wow. What a beautiful finish. After Marchand missed a golden opportunity in the first period, he makes no mistake here, and Game 5 is tied again, 2-2 at TD Garden. Wow, what a response from Boston, and now here they come again. That puck broken up at the line. Bruins will have to tag up as this is dumped in. Varlamov back with it. That's given away. Wraparound shot. Save made by the right pad of Varlamov. Now it's Jordan Eberle for the Islanders. This is advanced out to center ice. Indirect pass. Won by McAvoy. Behind the goal, Grzelcyk is pressured by Komarov. And now TD Garden is alive once more. Awake as ever. Here's Nick Ritchie. Ritchie going cross ice. Now this is fired into the left corner. Bruins will make a change. They're out shooting the Islanders 17-10, by the way. This is now behind the Boston goal. Rask mishandled the pass. Dangerous opportunity in front, but no one there for the Islanders to finish. Now it comes out to center ice. Back towards Rask. He handles it with the stick. And now it'll be sent out to center by Jeremy Lauzon. The Islanders re-enter the offensive zone. Shot from distance. And a save made by Rask. And a little scrum ensues. 2-2. The first line from the Bruins has come to play tonight. Pastrnak, not typically a playmaker, but on this occasion he was. And, well, Marchand did the rest, didn't he? That's just a beautiful goal. Solo effort from Brad Marchand. You can tell how fired up Marchand is, how big of a goal it was. 6th goal of the playoffs for Marchand. 11-14 left in the second period now. It's been a back-and-forth Game 5 so far, and more twists and turns can be anticipated. Pastrnak and McAvoy had the assist on that Marchand goal. Leddy is pressured. Now it's won back by Boston. Coyle to the left corner. Now to Corrali. Corrali spins around, shoots, save made. Now it's the rebound out to the far corner. Coyle chasing it down, comes out to the line. Islanders clear, indirect pass, comes back into the Boston zone. Tenorti will retrieve the puck. Jared Tenorti looking for Bergeron. This puck heads towards Varlamov, who covers up as Bergeron was charging in. Look at the so-called perfection line from the Bruins in this round. So in this series so far, Marchand 3 goals, 4 assists, Bergeron a goal and 3 assists, and Pastrnak 4 goals and 3 assists. Those 3 also delivered in the first round series against the Washington Capitals. Bruins win the faceoff. McAvoy thought about the shot, instead passes. Grzelcyk across for Pastrnak. He winds one around for Grzelcyk at the point. Grzelcyk feeds it down low. Back up high. Grzelcyk cross ice. McAvoy shoots. Save made. Rebound. Another stop by Varlamov. Back-to-back saves and big-time saves there from the Islanders netminder. Bergeron got high-sticked as well. The referees didn't call it. Bruins back into the offensive zone. This is McAvoy in the slot. Over to the left point, Bergeron. Give and go. The return pass couldn't be handled. Now Marchand steps in, though. That's poked away, and the Islanders will start up. Here's Adam Pelech. Pelech goes deep. McAvoy back to it. We're past the midway point of regulation. Wraparound centering pass, and the shot was just wide. New York still on the attack. Adam Pelech across. Beauvillier winds up, and a save made by Rask. And the puck will come all the way out through center ice. Both teams will make some changes. Here's Andy Green ahead for Matt Barzal. Barzal to Eberle. Eberle at the point. Sends it in deep. Bruins back in possession. Here's Jeremy Lauzon. Now it's Smith down the left wing. Off to Hall. This is David Krejci up to the left point. Lauzon back down low. In the far corner now. Smith up to the point. Riley into the slot. Here's a chance. One-timer. Save made. Varlamov with another big-time stop. Now here's Riley. Riley. His shot deflected. Now it's Hall in the right corner. Hall passes to Krejci. That pass broken up. The Islanders will start up the other way. This is Barzal for Eberle. Eberle on the backhand. Shut down by Tuukka Rask. Now David Krejci. Over the other side with Lauzon. 8 minutes left in the period. In a thrilling Game 5. This puck behind the Islanders' goal. Here's Ritchie. Centering pass. In the area was Taylor Hall. Was Wagner. And now it's sent to the back door. And what a chance that was for Charlie Coyle. Coyle up to the point. Here's a slap shot. That's off target. Now it's Tenorti. Tenorti in deep. Ritchie couldn't control. Islanders trying to clear. And Clutterbuck will finally do so. Sent ahead to Martin. And Tuukka Rask quick out of his crease to handle that puck. Now it's Ritchie. Ahead for Pasternak. Pasternak, the backhander. That was saved. Now at the point, a nice deke. Spin move. Grizzly closing in. Grizzly with a shot. Another save made by Varlamov. Rebound claimed in the far corner by Marchand. High slot. One-timer. Fended off by Varlamov again. Now it's sent to the other side. Into the slot. Bergeron shoots. That's saved again. Wow. Chance after chance here for Boston. Now it's Marchand in the left circle. Marchand to the goal line. Around it comes for Matt Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk, return pass for Marchand. Cross ice for McAvoy. McAvoy closing in. McAvoy across. The pass partially deflected. Now it's Marchand at the right wing. Up high to Grzelcyk. McAvoy into the high slot. And that puck poked away. Out to center it comes. As Cizikas gives the Islanders a breather. New York will make a change. Marchand with the lead pass on the backhand. Smith with the entry. Blocked off by Adam Pulock. And now the Islanders will counter the other way. Lead pass tracked down by Kyle Palmieri. Palmieri, who had the second Islanders goal. And Palmieri had it. He had it stolen. Now it's Smith down the left wing. Smith and Palmieri going at it. Now New York win possession back. Not a whistle in a while. Under 6 to play in the second period. Rask gets it to Riley. Now this pass through the center circle. This is Josh Bailey to the opposite corner. Circled around. Now Beauvillier in front. Dangerous chance and they score. Josh Bailey puts the Islanders back in the lead. He was alone in front. And once again, the Islanders take the lead. 5:30 left in the second period. 3-2 New York. Well, the Bruins had chance after chance in the last few minutes this period. Could not capitalize. And then the Islanders at the other end with a chance out in front. And making no mistake was Josh Bailey. As Beauvillier just patiently took it around the goal. And then Pajot setting up Bailey, who picked his corner and executed perfectly. It's the Islanders back on top. 5th goal of the postseason for Josh Bailey. The Bruins win the faceoff. Dumped in. Varlamov will pass it around the wall. Here is Tenorti who wins the puck. Down low, it's Wagner. Wagner, return pass for Tenorti. Wagner once more. And that's turned over to Jordan Eberle. Held in by Tenorti, however. Here's Corrali battling for the puck. Coyle to the corner. Shoved against the wall by Pulock. This will be moved cross ice to Bailey. That Josh Bailey goal assisted by Pajot and Beauvillier. That's gloved in the neutral zone by Corrali. And do we have a penalty here? Yes, we do. First penalty of the game against the Islanders. This is Boston's chance. They trail by a goal, but a power play is next with 4:42 left in period 2. Welcome back. 3-2. Islanders lead. A roughing penalty called as Semyon Varlamov has really stepped up for the Islanders tonight. Just not a couple, many big saves tonight. The Bruins could easily have more than 2 goals right now if it weren't for the expertise goaltending from Varlamov. And he kept it a tie game, and Bailey cashes in at the other end for the Islanders. So here we go as we resume play late on in period 2. Chris Wagner, it's not the Bruins sending the power play. I thought it was at first, but it's not. I apologize for that. It's the Islanders with another power play of their own. So nervy moments once more for the Bruins. The Islanders 2 for 2 on the power play tonight. It was actually a high sticking call against Chris Wagner. My apologies. And so the Bruins will have to kill this one off. Here are the Islanders in the offensive zone. Nice work by Bergeron. The puck now tangled up at the blue line. McAvoy claims possession. McAvoy with the diagonal feed. And this is sent into the Islanders' end. In possession now is Noah Dobson. Dobson through center ice. Indirect pass. Recovered by Boston. And this one is slung all the way down towards Varlamov, who's there to leave it for the incoming Noah Dobson. 45 seconds gone on the Islanders' power play. This is Beauvillier. Beauvillier over to the right wing. Eberle lost the handle, a broken stick. Tenorti is stickless now. Here's J.G. Pageau. Pageau to the far corner. Up the wall, finding Dobson at the left point. Dobson maneuvers to the high slot. Eberle, return pass. Dobson back for Eberle. Eberle, edge of the left circle, holds. Now it's Barzal. Barzal to the right wing. Edge of the circle along the wall. Very patient is Jordan Eberle here. Eberle across ice. Here's a chance they score. Another power play goal. It's Jordan Eberle who makes it 3 for 3 on the power play for New York. And it's the first time tonight that it's a 2-goal deficit. Well, Tenorti broke his stick. And so the Bruins were essentially down a man. Down a half man anyways. Tenorti eventually got a new stick, but the Islanders with just relentless possession in the offensive zone, and their power play is just unstoppable at the moment. A wrister from the left wing, Jordan Eberle with the finish, and New York grab a 2-goal lead. It's the 3rd goal of the postseason for Jordan Eberle. And what a goal it is, as Boston now trailed by a couple with 3:22 left in the second period. Boston will win the face-off, sent in deep by Jeremy Lauzon. Some work to do for Boston in this pivotal Game 5. Here's Cal Clutterbuck down the right wing. Clutterbuck. Deflected pass, batted down by Clutterbuck himself to the far corner. He finds Cizikas behind the goal. Cizikas up the wall for Mayfield. Mayfield edge of the circle. That shot misses the net. Now it's Lauzon. Lauzon turns it over. Up into the high slot now. Over to the right point. Mayfield through traffic. Just off target. Now it's Palmieri down low. Sent around the end boards by Travis Zajac. It's all New York right now. That pass off of a stick. Islanders hold it into the offensive zone. Now it's Zajac in the right corner. Skating along the wall. Zajac turns towards the goal. And now finds Brock Nelson. And the wrister is saved and held onto by Tuukka Rask. The Bruins have outshot the Islanders by 9. Yet it's New York with a 2-goal lead. They're perfect on the power play. 3 for 3 on the night. 4-2 Islanders. Not the best situation for the Bruins right now. Welcome back. Late second period in Boston, Massachusetts, and it's the home team trailing by 2 in a pivotal Game 5. Who will take a 3-2 series lead? Heading into Game 6, Wednesday night, back on Long Island. That's the question. We'll find out the answer to that in the next hour or so. The Islanders up by 2, face off to the left of Rask. 2:17 left in the period. Boston win the draw. Back to Grzelcyk it goes. Grzelcyk behind the Boston goal. Feeds it ahead. Marchand looking cross ice. Now Bergeron has his pass deflected up and out of play. Well, how about the Islanders' power play tonight? My goodness. Just so efficient on the man advantage. As I mentioned, a perfect 3 for 3 on the evening. The Bruins just can't afford to commit penalties the way the Islanders are rolling tonight on the power play. 2:05 left in the period now. New York win the draw in their own zone. Can't clear quite yet. Pelech to the outside. Beauvillier took a hit. And now Pastrnak all the way around. Dumped off to Bergeron. Bergeron down the wall. Marchand skating the goal line. Feeds it across for Pastrnak. Pastrnak lost the handle. Now the Islanders the other way. Grzelcyk Stride for stride, wins possession back. 90 seconds left in period 2. Boston trailing by a couple of goals. Here is Pasternak. The fans inside TD Garden trying to energize their team, who need it right now. Here's Krejci to Hall. Hall into the high slot, closing in, and shooting was Hall, but a save made by Varlamov. And now a whistle blown. And we have an Islanders penalty at last. A big cheer from the crowd at TD Garden, perhaps a sarcastic one, saying, finally you call a penalty against New York. Yep, there was the stick from Eberle. And for the first time tonight, Boston are heading to the power play. Eberle called for slashing and a golden chance for Boston to make this a one-goal game. 1:10 left in the period, and maybe this is what the Bruins need. It's certainly energizing the crowd inside TD Garden. Boston win the face-off, move to the point, cross the line for McAvoy. Pasternak shoots, redirected just wide by Bergeron. And now the Islanders will send it all the way down ice. Back to Rask, who taps it over to McAvoy. Under a minute to go in the period. Can the Bruins grab a goal before the second period closes? Cross corner, Marchand on the chase. And that takes an Islanders bounce as they once again clear. Rask back to the puck. Bruins were 5 for 19 in the first round on the power play. They are 4 for 9 this series. Oh, what a move. Pasternak is in. The centering pass blocked off, though. Pasternak back with it. Moves it up to the point. Sent up the wall. Down to the goal line. It's moved up high once more to McAvoy. McAvoy over to the left wing. Marchand. Return pass for McAvoy. And now Krejci. Returns for McAvoy. Krejci in the circle. Holds. Back up to McAvoy. They'll have to shoot. 5 to go in the period. Back to McAvoy once more. Slap shot. Blocked in front. Puck is loose. Into the side netting. And that will be the last chance of the period as Bergeron now gets into it with Leo Komarov. That's the end of the second period in Boston. The intensity level is high. The stakes are high as well. The Boston Bruins had a couple of real good looks. I think McAvoy's shot actually went off the shin of Bergeron, and the backhand shot went in the side netting, and then Komarov was taking a few hacks at Bergeron, and Bergeron was having absolutely none of that. That's the end of 2 periods in TD Garden. Wow. Well, coming up on the second intermission report, I'll take a live look into Game 4 between Winnipeg and Montreal. That's on the way. Stay tuned. Welcome, everybody, into the second intermission report. And before I talk about the second period between the Islanders and Bruins, I will take, as I promised, a live look in to the Bell Center, I should say, in Montreal, Canada, where the Canadiens have a 3-0 series lead over the Winnipeg Jets, a chance to sweep Winnipeg tonight. They're about 5 minutes in, and I'll just quickly take a live look into the action and provide some play-by-play commentary. Here's Suzuki, chance out in front. That goes wide. Second chance saved. Rebound, and the wraparound effort is covered by Hellebuck. It was Corey Perry with the rebound opportunity. Covered up by Hellebuck. Of course, a must-win game for Winnipeg tonight. What's going on, Ryan? Thanks for stopping by on the broadcast. I appreciate it, Ryan. Thanks for stopping by. Currently the second intermission between the Islanders and Bruins, so just taking a quick look into that Montreal-Winnipeg game. Surprisingly, the Canadiens with a 3-0 series lead. The Canadiens just dominating the Jets. The Jets really haven't shown up so far this series. See if they can win tonight to extend the series. Yeah, I know, Ryan. Some questionable penalty calls for sure against the Bruins. But, you know, it is what it is. We got to have a big third period, that's for sure. A chance for the Canadiens here. The shot from the right point is saved. Montreal will now look to create another chance in the offensive zone. This sent across the line. Yeah, that's a good comp, Ryan. Yeah, you're right. It does remind me a little bit of Game 5 in the Stanley Cup final against St. Louis 2 years ago. Yep. Dominique Ducharme, the Canadiens head coach, who took over for Claude Julien, who, remember, was fired in the middle of the season. The Canadiens have not advanced to the Stanley Cup semifinals since 2014. Montreal are 1 win away from doing just that. 14:26 left in the opening period. Face off to the left of Hellebuck. Winnipeg win the draw. Comes around to the near side. Montreal playing some great hockey right now. They've won 6 games in a row. Of course, won the last 3 of that series against Toronto, and then 3 so far in this series without a loss. Hit by Pionk in open ice. The Jets will reset. Under 14 minutes left in the opening period. Winnipeg with it on the far side. The stretch pass is cut out. Now poked ahead by Shea Weber, who can grab the first goal in this game. Game 4 of this series. That's taken away by Winnipeg. This will be dumped in as the Jets make a change. Carey Price controls. He's been fantastic this postseason so far for Montreal. That's pretty much the reason why they beat Toronto, wasn't he? Deciding factor in the end. This is brought ahead by Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi to the right wing. Looking to receive the return pass, which was blocked off. And now Winnipeg pick up possession along the end boards, but a high stick here and a penalty on the way against the Winnipeg Jets. It'll be Stanley going to the box, and the Montreal Canadiens will have an early power play opportunity. All right, there's a quick live look into that game. 13:03 left in the opening period of Game 4. In that series, no score between Winnipeg and Montreal, just about 7 minutes in. Well, coming up after the break, when the second intermission report continues, I'll look back on the second period that was between the Bruins and Islanders. 4 goals combined. I'll talk all about it after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back into the second intermission report. The Islanders with a 2-goal lead over the Bruins. New York took a 2-1 lead. Then Boston tied the game and seemed to grab the momentum back onto their side. However, the Islanders responded with a couple of power play goals, and just like that, the Bruins find themselves in a 2-goal hole. By the way, a quick update in the Winnipeg-Montreal game. The Canadiens have just scored on the power play. So with 11:59 left in the opening period, it's Gustafsson with the opener. 1-0 Montreal. How about that? There are 2,500 fans allowed inside Bell Center, and that place is going crazy right now. The Montreal Canadiens with an early goal. 1-0, a power play goal. That's been a theme tonight, power play goals. Gustafsson through the slot and through traffic, able to find the back of the net. The Canadiens are just on a roll right now, playing undoubtedly their best hockey of the season, and things continue to go their way, don't they? So Montreal grab a 1-0 lead, taking a live look in once more into that game. Now the Winnipeg Jets will have to look for a response. And I'll keep the live pictures there for a moment, as it didn't look like the Jets were threatening to create a chance there. But yeah, what a start to that game. Giving you an update in that one. Canadiens 1, Jets 0. All right, focusing on my game here between the Islanders and the Bruins. 4-2 New York lead. And what's really hurt Boston is their lack of discipline. The penalties are just absolutely killing them. And, there's no excuse for it. Yes, there's maybe been a few questionable calls, but you can't be going to the box, because this Islanders team has proven that they will make you pay. And that's what New York have done time and time again tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 on the power play, and the frustration really mounting. But the Bruins can't let that frustration get the best of them, or else they'll continue to end up in the penalty box and continue to give the Islanders opportunities on the man advantage, and just some really silly penalties to commit by Boston as well. So really no excuses. Bruce Cassidy frustrated with his team. The Islanders 3 for 3 on the power play. The Bruins 0 for 1. It's been the special teams that has been the difference tonight. New York scoring 3 out of their 4 goals on the man advantage. Boston simply have to stay disciplined. And big reason why they're down by 2 is because of a lack of discipline. They're letting their frustration get the best of them. You just cannot afford that in a huge game like this, with a chance to take a 3-2 series lead. The Islanders on the power play have just been so good this series. 42.9%, 6 of 14 in the series on the power play. As I mentioned, 3 for 3 tonight. They were just 18.8% in the regular season. Same exact percent efficiency in the first round against Pittsburgh. But boy, have they come alive here in this series. Well, the third period is just around the corner. I'll get you set for the final 20 minutes of regulation. 4-2, Islanders on top. Welcome back. We're heading to the final period of regulation in Game 5 as we are not well past, but past sunset now as it's dark outside TD Garden, but the lights are shining bright inside the historic arena. And we get set for the final 20 minutes. Can the Bruins mount a comeback? They trail by 2. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in tonight. It's been a real thrill covering this series, although my Bruins have their backs to the wall, down by a pair of goals. We'll see what the third period has in store, and look what we have. Jeremy Swayman into the game. Wow, a huge storyline. Jeremy Swayman making his first appearance in the playoffs after Tuukka Rask allowed 4 goals on 16 shots. We did hear about an injury from Rask coming into the night, but I don't think this is injury related. I think Bruce Cassidy just flat out went with the decision, as it's been a rough night for Rask. And off we go in period 3. The rookie Jeremy Swayman takes over. Early chance, save made. And now a second chance from the left wing and smothered by Varlamov. Remember, the power play that started at the end of the second is carrying over here into the third. But what a storyline with Jeremy Swayman making his first ever playoff appearance to begin the third period. Rask has played every second of this postseason so far, but no longer the case now. Varlamov's been real solid tonight. It's going to take more opportunities for the Bruins to get one by. Here's a one-timer. That is saved. Now it comes out to the right point. Krejci across the line for McAvoy. Now back up to the high slot. McAvoy feeds it to the back door. Puck is loose. A scramble for it. Marchand dives. Now it's picked up along the wall by David Krejci. Krejci had his stick knocked out of his hands. The Islanders clear. Time winding down on the power play. McAvoy will circle around the Boston goal, skating up ice with pace. Through center, he'll enter. Now it's Bergeron. Bergeron shot it off of McAvoy unintentionally. And once again, New York clear. It leads to a breakaway chance. Eberle's in. Save made. It looked like Swayman got a piece of it. His first test of the game. And he denies Eberle on the breakaway. The power play is over. Back to even strength. The Bruins 0 for 2 on the man advantage tonight. Here's Taylor Hall. The series tied at 2. The Islanders up by 2 in this game. Taylor Hall lost possession. Into the slot. Here's a chance. Shot is saved. Swayman denying Matthew Barzal. Now it's the Bruins the other way. Up and down action to begin period 3. Smith a chance. That shot blocked. Hall charging in. Now it's possessed by Leddy. Leddy, the indirect feed. Collected by Beauvillier. Beauvillier chips it in. The self-pass. Chased onto. Getting there first is Clifton. Clifton is pressured. And that's nearly turned over. Now it's Mike Riley ahead for Craig Smith. And a leaping grab to save it. And now a chance and they score. Another goal for the New York Islanders. It's Brock Nelson to make it 5-2. A minute 59 into the third period. And the mountain gets steeper and steeper for Boston. Wow. Well, Adam Pelech with the leaping effort to glove the puck down and keep it in the offensive zone. And what do the Islanders do? Well, they score. Brock Nelson with the finish in the slot, sending that one by Swayman. The Islanders with a 5-2 lead. And it's desperate times now for Boston as TD Garden is eerily quiet. Nelson's goal assisted by Beauvillier and Pelech. The Bruins needing to come alive quickly now. Here is Ritchie. Ritchie's shot is blocked. Kuhlman's drive also blocked. Third chance goes wide. Ritchie had the opportunity. Now it's taken the other way through center. Moved in by Martin as the Islanders will make a change. Lozon goes D to D. And that puck not claimed by anyone originally. Pajot gets there, the self pass to the corner. Pajot takes a fall. And now Pastrnak moves it ahead for Brad Marchand. Marchand chases this one down. Now it's Bergeron. Lays it back. Here's a chance. One-timer is saved. Varlamov denying Pastrnak. It looked like the shot would have been off target anyways, but Varlamov had no way of reading that, and Varlamov's just been fantastic tonight. I don't know. That puck might have gone off the post. Who knows? Yeah, it might have been heading on target, as a matter of fact. It definitely looked that way. From the original angle, I wasn't sure, but no, it definitely was. And Varlamov with another save. The shot's 31-19 Boston, yet the Bruins trail by 3. Early third period. New York with their largest lead of the night. Bergeron in the draw, facing the Brock Nelson. Bruins win it. Shot is blocked. Bouncing puck. Marchand couldn't get a shot away as this is elevated out to center ice. Now it's Pastrnak passing across through the slot. Over to Pastrnak. Gloves it down. But the angle was blocked off. He couldn't get a shot away. But now a penalty will be called. Heading to the box is Adam Pelech. Can the Bruins at last capitalize on a power play? Third of the game coming for Boston here. Yep, there was the penalty from Adam Pelech. That was a great defensive play by Pelech originally to deny Pastrnak of a shot, but it was Pelech ultimately committing the penalty. This is the opportunity you have to think for the Bruins to get back into the game. Power play underway, early third period. McAvoy to Pastrnak. Down low, it's taken away. The Islanders send it down. Andy Green does so. Now it's retrieved by Boston. Up ice with it is Pastrnak. Passes out wide at the line. Pastrnak with a chance. He shoots. He scores! David Pastrnak, second of the game. 22 seconds into the power play. The Bruins not done yet. 16-12 left in the third. It's now 5-3, and there's life once again inside TD Garden. That's exactly what Boston needed. Pastrnak with a snipe. Second goal of the night. And a big goal at that. Cross-ice pass. Pastrnak just waiting for that puck in the left circle. A powerful shot. The one-timer put by Varlamov. The Bruins are back in this one. Second goal of the night. 7th of the playoffs. Pastrnak delivers on the power play. First power play goal for Boston after the Islanders have had 3. And now it's the Bruins with life. The assist by McAvoy and Bergeron. 5-3. It's back to a 2-goal game. Still plenty of time left in period 3 as well. Here's Charlie Coyle. Coyle weaving his way through, maintains possession. Moves it ahead. Kuhlman leaves it. Ritchie in pursuit. Nick Leddy taps it over to Komarov. Marchand goes tumbling into the boards. Komarov falling on top of him. Both players back to their skates. And now a 2-on-1 could break out here. Passed out in front. A great block. Beautifully done by Charlie Coyle, backtracking defensively. About 5 minutes played in period 3. This game is far from over. This is no icing. Around it comes for Nelson. Nelson into the middle. There was a big collision in the near corner. Bruins will work it out. This is Craig Smith looking for an option. Goes over to Tenorti. Tenorti, the backhand pass. Puck trickling through the slot. Shot is saved. Blocked off short side by Varlamov. Now it comes back out to center ice. Back to Pelech. Pelech will circle around his own goal. The Islanders will move it ahead. Another 2-on-1 emerging. Here's a shot, and Swayman stands tall for the stop. Islanders reset in their own zone. This is Beauvillier. Bouncing puck claimed by Lauzon. Lauzon, D-to-D, rink wide for Clifton. Clifton, the outlet pass. Couldn't control it. Was Wagner. Now a collision. Beauvillier and Lauzon tangled up. Here's the indirect pass. Islanders back with it. This is Cal Clutterbuck. 14 minutes left in regulation. This is sent in deep. Back to it is Clifton. Now it's Chris Wagner. Wagner, the backhand pass. Move through center. Corrali with the entry. Cizikas takes it away for a moment. One back by Coyle. Here's Wagner. His shot deflected. And that will head over the boards for a first third period commercial break. 13:39 left in regulation. It's 5-3 Islanders, but this game is far from over. Welcome back, everybody. Saturday, 8 Eastern Time. It's the U.S. Olympic team trials. Of course, in the build-up to the Tokyo Summer Olympics, which are just around the corner, believe it or not. What's about 6 weeks away, maybe 7. But yeah, before we know it, the Summer Olympics will be here. Can't wait for this summer's Olympics from Japan. All right, we resume play in TD Garden. The fans are on their feet. The Bruins, with a power play goal a few minutes ago, have some life. They still trail by 2, but still plenty of time left. 13:39 left in regulation. Bruins win the draw. Bouncing puck picked up by Bergeron. Bergeron in deep all the way around to the far corner with Pastrnak. Pastrnak cycles high. Back down low for Marchand. Marchand leaves it. Bergeron helping out. Bouncing puck. And was that a delay of game? The Bruins want a call. Or did it deflect? And now Pelech was going into the face of Brad Marchand. I want to see the replay. I really do. There was a referee right there, so surely he saw a deflection there. Let's look back. That was not deflected. No way. That's a delay of game right there. Wow. What a bad miss by the officials. Bruins win the draw. Oh, Varlamov with the right pad stop right off the faceoff. And now a big collision in front of the Islanders bench. And a whistle comes. McAvoy and Pajot involved. And let's see why play was halted. So it looks like I don't know if there was a hand pass, a puck was played by a high stick. I don't know. But the faceoff will come at center ice. The whistle came for one of those two reasons, I have to assume. But I didn't see where the infringement occurred. Nonetheless, Islanders win the draw. Play resumes. This one wound in. Craig Smith with a floater out to center ice. Here's Nick Leddy on the near side. Leddy, the lead pass, up the wall. Grzelcyk getting there for the Boston Bruins. Grzelcyk spins around, peels off the defender. Now it's moved ahead to McAvoy. McAvoy through center. He enters the zone. Out wide to the right wing with Hall. Hall will shoot. Save made. Another stop by Varlamov. Now here's Craig Smith on his knees. Sends it in deep. Krejci in pursuit of the puck. Swooping in was Hall. Hall to the right point. Riley a shot. And it's a smothered save once more. Varlamov holds on. He's been brilliant. 12:29 left in the third. Well, the face-off here will come to the left of Varlamov. The Bruins just keep on creating chances. It's all they can do at this point, down by 2 in a pivotal Game 5. The Islanders win the draw. Zajac chips it out of the zone. Bruins will reset. Oh, no. That is a horrible miscue. As it is Patrice Bergeron with a really uncharacteristic mistake, unintentionally flipping it over the glass. And that's a clear as day delay of game. And we all know how effective and efficient the Islanders have been on the power play tonight. Well, they'll have another chance on the power play here. 12:19 left in the third period. This is a vital penalty kill, to say the least, for Boston over the next 2 minutes. This draw to the left of Swayman. Despite the Islanders having a 2-goal lead, they did get that goal earlier on in the third period, but outside of that, they really haven't tested Swayman that much. The Bruins, with a nice start to the penalty kill, winning the draw and clearing it down ice. Varlamov leaves it for Noah Dobson. Now Beauvillier through the slot. Pajot controls with the skate. Pajot pushed off the puck. Nicely done by Coyle. And now Coyle wins possession. Diagonal feed. Corrali down the right wing. Shot is saved. And Varlamov holds on. A shorthanded chance there for the Bruins. Just 28 seconds into the power play here. $11:50 left in the third period. Wagner and Nelson head-to-head on the face-off, won by Nelson. Leddy behind the goal. Some pressure from Kuhlman. Now this is Ryan Pulock. Pulock through center. Enters the zone down the left wing. Dumps one in. Tenorti's there, looking for help. A scrum here. The puck is jammed. It finally comes loose for Chris Wagner. Wagner will sling it down ice. Varlamov will hold it for the oncoming Nick Leddy. Leddy taps it back to fellow defenseman Ryan Pulock. Now it's Nelson into the slot. Move to the outside. Cross-ice pass to Flex. Still finds its way to Kyle Palmieri. 38 seconds left on the Islanders' power play. They're perfect on the power play tonight, keep in mind. Leddy at the point. Indirect pass. That's broken up nicely by Lauzon, and the puck escapes the zone. The Islanders will have to tag up. They do so. Nelson, the re-entry down the left wing wall. One back by Marchand. Marchand clears. 15 seconds left on the New York power play. Starting back up is Noah Dobson. Dobson accelerating through center. Self-pass to the end boards. Around it comes to the far corner. Bruins win it back. Bergeron out of the box. The Bruins back to even strength. A very effective penalty kill, and for the first time tonight, the Islanders unsuccessful on the power play. We're midway through the third. Bergeron streaking down the left wing. That pass eventually controlled by Corrali. Shot redirected wide. Now it's Smith along the right wing boards. Now it's moved out to the right point. Clifton a drive. He missed the net. Now it's sent out in front. The puck loose and eventually elevated out to center ice by Josh Bailey. Here's Connor Clifton. Boston makes some changes. Fresh legs. Krejci's in. Krejci taps it over. Smith the shot. That's wide. Second chance. They couldn't put it on goal. Bruins keep it momentarily in the offensive zone, but now it's moved out by New York. Across it comes for Clutterbuck. Clutterbuck down the left wing. Hall gets back. Clutterbuck lost his stick, playing with his skates. Now it's back out to Leddy at the point. Leddy winds one in. Swayman's there to control. Now it's Grzelcyk ahead for Krejci. Taylor Hall. Interrupted by Palmieri. Krejci to Pastrnak. Pastrnak all the way to the end boards. Looking to center, but the pass is blocked off. Once again, New York clear the zone. Comes back out to center ice, and this deflects out of play. 8:53 left in the third. It's a 2-goal game. Islanders trying to hold on for the road victory in Game 5. The Bruins have other ideas. Game 5 continues next. We're a little past the midway mark of period 3. 5-3 Islanders lead. A reminder that the U.S. Open is just around the corner, June 17th to the 20th, for all of you golf fans. Can't say I'm a golf fan myself. I like plenty of sports, but never really latched on to golf in all honesty. But I do love hockey, and that's why I'm commentating this epic series. The Bruins down by 2. A couple of real good looks. The Bruins just continue to test Varlamov, but can't find that fourth goal quite yet. Need to get it soon. TD Garden is loud right now. The fans trying to get behind the team. They know how big this game is. Bergeron against Nelson at the dot in front of the Boston bench. Islanders win. Under 9 to play in regulation. This is behind the Boston goal. Collected by McAvoy. McAvoy gives it away. Palmieri with the chance, and the shot goes wide. McAvoy a little bit too nonchalant there. Now it's Bergeron the other way. Bergeron feeds it across. Back to Bergeron. And now Marchand the chance. That is saved by Varlamov. Wow. Marchand had a chance to shoot. Gave it up instead. The Bruins getting a little too cute. Wow, what an opportunity. And now the Islanders will counter the other way. Swayman will control this puck. Over it comes to Charlie McAvoy. 8 minutes left in regulation. This is Matt Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk the lead pass. Brought ahead by Krejci through center. Krejci to the left wing with Smith. Smith a shot. That misses the net. It comes out to the point with Lauzon. Beauvillier was there for a moment, but now it's Krejci in the near corner. Krejci around to Smith. He'll wind it up to the left point. And now it's Riley who chips it wide. Now Smith battling for the puck. Beauvillier gets there ahead to Pajot. Pajot has Lauzon right on his tail, but they'll flip it out through the neutral zone. A chance to make some changes on both sides. Still a 5-3 Islanders lead. Here's now Jared Tenorti. Tenorti winds one in deep. Moving in was Carson Kuhlman to the near corner. Up high. It's held at the line by Clifton. A drive. Save made through traffic. Rebound loose in front. Now it's a chance. Winding in. And having the opportunity was Kuhlman. The puck still loose as Varlamov made the save. Now New York will start it up. Komarov cross ice. Tenorti picks the pass off. And onside is Nick Ritchie. Ritchie winds one in. A self pass here. Ritchie's going to chase it down himself. He gets there. Centering pass. Cross ice by Pasternak. Now here's Pasternak in the right corner. Up high to the right point with Bergeron. The Boston have their first line out there. Centering pass. Chance in front. That was blocked. And we play on. Wow. Now it's back out to center. Islanders dump it in. Grzelcyk back to the puck. Here's Nick Leddy. Leddy dumps it back in once more. Around the end boards. It's moved ahead to Marchand. Now it's Smith. He'll go deep for Marchand. Marchand wins the puck from Leddy. Can't quite center the pass. The referee got in the way there. The Islanders looking to clear, and they do so successfully. 5.5 left in the third. The Boston Bruins trailing by 2. Here's Mike Riley leading the rush. Rink wide for Krejci. Krejci enters the zone. Up the right wing. Lays it back. Shot is saved. Rebound. Oh, my goodness. Did it go in? Yes! Boston score! The Bruins make it a 1-goal game. 5:17 left. David Krejci scores. Big time from David Krejci. What a sequence this was. You felt like a fourth goal was coming eventually. Varlamov, the original save, and the rebound somehow crossed the line from Krejci. Yup, it just snuck by Varlamov somehow, some way. It slipped on. It trickled by, I should say, over his left pad, I should say, and beneath his glove. And it actually went off of both of his skates and over the line. David Krejci scores. At least I believe the puck was over the line. And it was before it was tapped in by another Bruin. Couldn't quite make out who it was. David Krejci with his second goal of the postseason. The Islanders call a timeout. The pressure getting to New York. And TD Garden is the place to be right now. An electric atmosphere. Barry Trotz trying to regroup and settle down his team. The Bruins from down 5-2 make it 5-4. This could be a game-changing moment. Boston have made it a 1-goal game. An unbelievable atmosphere in Boston. The fans waving the towels, a full capacity crowd, and here we go out of the New York timeout. It's game on in game 5. Boston win the face-off. Now it's moved ahead to Marchand. Marchand closing in. His shot is blocked. Now it's Bergeron. In behind for Marchand. Picked up by Pastrnak. He moves it up to McAvoy. McAvoy saves it. Now a nice 1-2. Down low, Grizzly closing in. The pass off the mark. Beauvillier clears it away. We're into the final 5 minutes of regulation. Boston down by a goal, but with all the momentum. It should be an epic final few minutes inside TD Garden. David Krejci bringing the Bruins within a goal. Here's Mike Riley. Riley reading the hit coming from Clutterbuck. Now it comes back behind the goal. Riley once more. Ahead for Craig Smith. Smith elevates the puck forward. And now it's Connor Clifton who comes in. So Zekas will poke it ahead into the Boston zone. Clifton retrieves the puck. Clifton circles around the Boston goal. Just over 4 minutes left in regulation. Krejci gains the line. Krejci down the left wing. Centers. Loose puck covered up. Varlamov quick to make sure there was no rebound opportunity. 4:01 left in the third. What a game inside TD Garden. 5-4 Islanders, but the Bruins are on the comeback. I'll be back right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back. We're in for a thrilling ending to regulation anyways. The Islanders had a 5-2 lead early on in the third period. That lead is down to 1 goal. It's now 5-4 after 2 unanswered goals for the Bruins. Can Boston complete the comeback here late on in period 3? We shall see. Just over 4 minutes remain. The Bruins in these playoffs have outscored their opponents 13-8 in the third period. They are a third period team. TD Garden is making some noise. This is the definition of home ice advantage. 4:01 left to grab an equalizer. And off the face-off win by Boston, they turn it over immediately. And now Beauvillier will chase this puck down. Beauvillier centers. Chance here. And Swayman quick to cover up. Nervy moments there for Boston as there was a chance out in front for Josh Bailey. 3:49 left now. This face-off now will be to the left of Swayman, it looks like. Of course, Bruce Cassidy made the bold decision to pull Tuukka Rask at the end of the second period after he'd allowed 4 goals on 16 shots. This is picked up by Krejci. Krejci moving direction and now feeding it ahead, but it's given away to J.G. Pajot. This is Nick Leddy. Leddy dumps it into the corner. Clifton will retrieve the puck. Clifton around to Mike Riley. Now it's Taylor Hall along the Islanders bench. Now Varlamov with the handle behind his goal. New York move it out once more. Back with it is Charlie McAvoy. 3:10 left in the third as this puck is retrieved by Nick Leddy. Bruins down by 1. What an ending here. Oh, McAvoy broke it up for a moment, but it's one back. Wraparound chance, and Swayman shuts the door, denying Brock Nelson. Big time save to keep the Bruins in it. Now here's Marchand battling for the puck. Clutterbuck takes control. And now Grzelcyk has it. Oh, a big collision there as the Islanders win it back. Boston wanting a penalty. No call on the play. We carry on. Oh, that's a bad turnover, but Swayman makes a save with 2.5 to go. Yeah, Pastrnak. He might have took a knee to the thigh. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, man, that's a big collision. Cizikas and Pastrnak. A full speed collision, I should say. Face off in the Boston zone. 2.5 minutes to play. You start to think, when will Bruce Cassidy decide to pull Swayman for the extra skater? Of course, the Bruins got to get it out of their end for that thought to even arise, as Zajac is pushed against the end boards. Bruins looking to clear the zone. They do so. Bailey is met by the hit of Smith. Bruins dump it in. This is left for Pollock. Now the puck comes out to center. Back to it is Mike Riley. 2 minutes left in Game 5. Regulation time anyways. Cizikas there. Comes out to Grzelcyk. Rink wide for McAvoy. Back to Grzelcyk. Time running out for Boston. Swayman is coming to the bench. Extra skater on the ice for Boston. The net is empty. The Bruins going for the equalizer. Here's Pastrnak winding one around. A battle for the puck in the far corner. Now it comes out. Grzelcyk with the outstretched stick, able to save that puck from going towards the goal. Stretch pass here, handled by the Islanders. McAvoy trying to move it ahead. It's won by the Islanders. Now back with Boston in their own zone. Grzelcyk over to Pastrnak. Pastrnak at the line and offside called. 66 seconds to play in the third period. Look at the shots. 43-19 Boston. Yet they're down 5-4. And with the stoppage, the Islanders get to make some changes, get some fresh legs out, catch their breath, get some rest. Bruce Cassidy will now call a timeout. Yeah, absolutely, Bardagov. What a game indeed. This has been one heck of a game. Wow. The Bruins giving it their all here late, trying to force overtime. Bruce Cassidy giving instructions. Barry Trotz doing the same on the other bench. The timeout has come to a close. We're ready to resume action. 66 seconds left in the third. TD Garden is making plenty of noise. Can the Bruins feed off of that? The series tied at 2. Whoever takes this game is in prime position to win this series. Face-off comes in the neutral zone on the near side, and Bergeron loses to Clutterbuck. Islanders dump it in. Swayman back in goal, by the way, for the moment anyways. Boston have to clear it. Out to center. New York have it again. They'll dump it in. Swayman controls behind his own goal. 46 seconds left. Swayman to the bench. An extra skater once more. This one wound in deep on the backhand. Swooping into control was Mayfield. Marchand chips one in. Battle for it along the end boards. It's claimed by Marchand. Marchand up the wall. Grzelcyk leaves it for McAvoy. McAvoy at the right wing. Feeds it down low. Here is Grzelcyk. High slot. Fed in front. The Islanders clear. Is there one last chance? 15 seconds left. Grzelcyk ahead. Now Pastrnak off the corner boards. Krejci with a chance. Here's a shot. Save made, and it's held onto by Varlamov with 3.9 seconds remaining. Is there one last shot for Boston? They obviously have to win the faceoff to have a chance. The Bruins just not able to get a good shot away in the end. This faceoff to the right of Varlamov. 3.9 seconds left. This is the last chance for Boston. Bergeron against Pajot. Here we go. Crucial faceoff. Bergeron wins it. But no shot will be had. Pasternak's effort blocked, and that is all she wrote. Game 5 comes to an end. The Bruins comeback falls just short. The New York Islanders defeat the Boston Bruins 5-4 in an epic game, and the Islanders take a 3-2 series lead and are now 1 win away from advancing to the Stanley Cup semifinals. Well, before I sign off, let's get to the 3 stars of the game. First star does go to David Pastrnak, 2 goals and an assist. He did all he could tonight, but it was not enough in the end. Semyon Varlamov has to get the second star, 40 saves tonight for him. And then Matt Barzal with the 3rd star, a goal and an assist for him in the Islanders' triumphant effort. Well, thanks everyone for tuning into the broadcast. A devastating loss for the Bruins in this one to the Islanders. Yes, I will be doing Euro coverage, Bargov. I don't know which games or how many games I'll be doing. It depends on my schedule. But yeah, be on the lookout. I will be doing games, maybe even the opener on Friday. We'll see. I am not entirely sure yet. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Islanders 5, Bruins for the final.